Hey Cancer, so what is going to be happening for you in the month of June? What are the types of people, places, and things that are going to be significant for you for the month of June? Let's have a dive into that. I am Empress Vibrant. Welcome to Vibrant Oracle, and let's dive into it. Let's see what is going on for you for the month of June. What messages do you have for Cancer for June 2024? Okay, so we've got healing chaos. Okay, so we are really going to go into a space where we know what's necessary. As you can see, this big tornado that is going on here, and then we have a whole load of butterflies. So there's transformation that is on the way, and I feel like this is already happening. As we can see, this tornado is already in full swing. So I feel like what's going to happen is that as we move into June, we are in a space of I need to calm the situation down. Things are not stable, things are not set, things are still up in the air. So there is a lot of chaos going on with your family, within your own body. And I think that's what's happening. I think you understand that there's change happening, and sometimes change can feel very, very difficult. It can be very disruptive. It can feel, yeah, it can feel very outside of yourself. You can feel very, it can feel chaotic, healing chaos. So we are throughout the month of June healing chaos. We're looking at the things that are happening that are that is going on that we feel is heavy. So we are healing some of our past traumas. We are letting go of some of the more darker energies. And for some of you, this energy is definitely around letting go and releasing some old karmic cycles. Some of you are really holding on to some people, places, and things that no longer serve you and are no longer helping you or cultivating an energy of joy or compassion. Even I think the compassion has been taken out of the situation, and I think that's why there's chaos here, because there's no reasoning happening here. It's just all, it's happening, it's horrible, I don't like the way that I'm feeling attacked, or I'm feeling alone, I'm feeling like I've been left with all of this energy and baggage that I want to let go of, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. And I think what divine is really, really honing in for you right now is that there is divine assistance and support. Please talk to your spirit team, about where you find yourself and what it is that you want, so that you create the energy and the conditions that you want to see in life. So for the month of June, it looks like there's going to be a little bit of chaos going on, but healing is taking place. So things are moving. There is butterflies there. So you are transforming, you are growing, and you are expanding. So just keep on the journey, Cancer. So we also have here patience. Again, when we think about the things that we want to do, we want to be one and done with situations, especially if we've been on a healing journey for a long time. And it's like, I don't know really how many layers I need to be unpacking, and how many healing ceremonies, or how many letting go, or how many forgiving, and all of this stuff that I've got to do until I'm rid of this heavy feeling, until I'm rid of this situation. I'm over it. I'm so over it. But with the patience energy, it's like trust in the fact that the universe and your spirit team is working on your behalf. There's certain things that need to be cleared up in the background before certain things happen. They can't give you certain um, conclusions until you've understood what the lesson is. They can't um, fully intervene on your behalf without you doing your part, which is clearing up the messes, which is speaking your truth, which is showing yourself kindness and self-care, and speaking to yourself with loving words, and speaking to other in loving words, and cultivating an energy of joy and gratitude for life and where you find yourself, and acceptance that the situation that you find yourself in is a reflection of what's going on internally. So once you're able to get to that stage of acceptance, then things will start to speed up. But for now, be patient. Healing is not an overnight job. It's not something that is one and done. It's a constant movement and it's a constant thing. So be gentle with yourself, okay, and be patient. Let's get another energy for Cancer for the month of June. What other messages do you have? We've got wisdom. Again, look, your healing chaos, your patience is all working towards your wisdom, and for you to be able to have a deep dive into your emotions, submerge yourself into the emotions that you feel the feels, speak about the feels, write about the feels, journal about the feels, and then also write about your journey, speak about your journey, teach about your journey, because there's much wisdom in the healing chaos and the patience that you have to have and that you've already had to go through because you're over it. But once you come to this stage where you realize what it was all for, when you realize what the lesson was, that I had to speak up, I have to let go of people, places, and things, I have to stand on my own 2 feet, I can't keep blaming people for the situations I find myself in, I have to accept that there are times that I have allowed myself to succumb to situations, people, places, and things that didn't serve. And I sat down in discomfort and in dis-ease for far too long based on my own emotions and not things that are based on fact, understanding that I should have used my emotions to move me forward, you know, instead of allowing it to stifle me. Okay, and that is not an easy task, you know, to be able to check the wisdom and to really look at the actual journey that you're on. It's not easy by any means, but it's definitely doable. Okay, so it looks like the month of June, you are moving towards wisdom, you are leveling up, you are upgrading, you know, you are going through the motions of this healing chaos. You're having to take a beat and be patient in the outcome and really just focus on the present moment where you're at. What is this situation teaching me? What am I holding back? What am I holding on to? What people, places, and things, and ideas, and viewpoints, and, you know, scenarios am I holding on to that's not serving? So let's look at this healing chaos. What other messages do you have? Healing chaos. Why is this here? The Hierophant. Yeah, I think this is really a time for you to get really comfortable and back into some kind of spiritual grounding. I feel like the Hierophant is here to say your spirit team are definitely here for your support. And I think you're going to have to start getting very honest about what it is that you feel, what it is that you need, and what it is that you feel you can manage right now, so that you can kind of ask for that divine support in a very clear and honest and open way. Because I think the divine support that is here, sometimes we don't want to necessarily come to spirit with some of these energies, as it just feels like, oh, you know, it's slowly, it's this and it's that, and we kind of like want to deal with things from a more fire orientated standpoint, and we just want to cuss and complain. But there is divine assistance, you know, there is definitely divine assistance here for the healing chaos. And I think that's kind of why it's there. So for some of you, this is seeking spiritual assistance. So this might be going back to church, this might be going back to the masjid, this might be going back to the synagogue, this might be about getting back in alignment with your assignment, you know, starting back your spiritual practices, you know, coming to a space of gratitude, releasing, healing, you know, and get into a space where you really get the divine support that you're looking for. Start really cultivating the energy of joy, because what's happening is that lack has been the thing that you've been focusing on. The Five of Pentacles is lack. So I feel like sometimes this lack energy feeling left out, not having enough, feeling like there's all, you know, you always have to be watching your pennies, watching your P's and Q's, and also feels like just people seem to just be skating through life and not caring about the situation that I find myself in. And again, it's a change of perception that needs to be done here. And I think once you go in for this divine support, you're going to be able to see that you have much more than you are currently looking at. You have much more to be thankful for, and much more to be joyful about. But I think if you're going to be looking at what you don't have, then yeah, it's going to seem like, what's it all for? What other messages do you have for? And then we have the Lovers. Yeah, I think for some of you, again, there is going to be love coming in. There's going to be some support. There's going to be some understanding of what needs to be sacrificed in order for you to have this love. Because if this is someone brand new, then you know, where you're at currently might not be the best place, unless you're able to say, I'm willing to sacrifice some of my my more deeper some of my deeper emotions or bad habits in order for me to open up and allow someone to come in. For some of you, this is really about healing a relationship that you have had with a past lover. For some of you, this is about possibly, we've got the Hierophant here. So the fact that we've got the Hierophant, this could even speak of marriage. Maybe someone is coming in. It feels as though you may have someone who's coming in who's going to have the patience to work with you, as long as you can start to view yourself as not being in a complete lack stage, like you don't have anything to offer. Then I can see that this partnership could be one that is long lasting, and that could actually help with this healing chaos energy. So for some of you, this is a relationship that you're healing, or healing from a past relationship, and that is going to allow you to open up space to spiritual support, your spirit team, your tribe. It's going to open up a space where maybe this new person who's coming in is the divine partner that that your spirit team has for you. However, you've got to clean up some of your viewpoints in order to fully appreciate what is here for you. So for some of you, love is coming in, or a love interest, or again, we are just healing from love and the things that we feel we were left with from that past relationship. Okay, so yeah, it's movement, all the same. So it's a good look. So let's look at patience. Why is patience here? What more would you like Cancer to know about patience? Queen of Pentacles. Financial stability is coming in. Okay, you are someone who loves to be able to provide. You like to be able to look after people. You are definitely someone who likes the finer things in life, and you will come to a stage where this is going to happen. They're just asking for a bit of patience at the moment while you're working through some stuff, because you've got some heavy stuff still yet to be integrated and yet to be released. Sometimes the financial situation can be a little bit stagnant due to that. So have a little patience based on that. Work on the healing. Understand that your abundance is coming through. It's not a case where you have been forgotten. Your prayers are being heard. However, the patience in this time is about allowing yourself time to heal, grow, before they give you this windfall, before they give you this next level up, because you're going to have to be in a different headspace and a different viewpoint before they give you what it is that you desire. See, again, look at this. Stability is on its way with the Four of Wands. Your household, your family, things are going to balance themselves out. Please be patient while everybody is healing and growing from the upheaval, growing and healing from the things that they're going through. Allow everyone to just, I think it's about having compassion and knowing that the household and the family, you will get back to that stability, but it's not an overnight job. Everybody is somewhere managing something. Allow people the space to speak. Allow yourself to speak the truth about where you're at. Help each other out through this. Be open and honest about where you are at, because I know that there is an energy of wanting your household to be loving and to be prosperous and thriving again, and for people to be smiling and happy. But right now there is chaos that's going on, and we're not settled, we're not comfortable. And I think it stems from what's going on within, but this is a very great action card. So there are still things that you can do to cultivate this level of stability, which is allow a space where people can speak freely, where people can express themselves freely without fear of rejection or fear that they will be reprimanded by what it is that they're requesting. Okay, and then we also have the Six of Cups here. So we are dealing with some of our past traumas. We are dealing with some of the stuff. Okay, we're going back to the childhood stuff. We're going back to the things that were seen but not dealt with. So maybe the stuff that you witnessed as a child, some of the stuff that you experienced. And I think sometimes for some of us, it's about going back to the happier times and recognizing that we can cultivate that level of joy and that childlike nostalgia and excitement that we had when things were better, or when we were carefree. Okay, so for some of you, this is the carefree type of energy, and for some of you, we are healing from some past stuff but we need to be honest, and we also need to allow ourselves to heal through this. So let's look at wisdom. Yeah, knowing when it's time to move on, knowing when it's time to knowing when it's time to move on. Okay, wisdom will let you know that sometimes you've hung on to things for far too long. You've had things in your mind that has been ruminating for far too long, and you haven't allowed yourself to move. The Knight of Pentacles, yep, it's been slow. Your healing journey has been slow, but it's happening. So allow yourself to make the necessary changes. Use the wisdom of your situations, what has worked, what hasn't worked. And if you've realized that things haven't worked, then why are you expecting another outcome by doing the same thing? Things are going to get better with the sun. All will be well, my darlings, okay? The sun is here for you, illuminating what is good in life, what is great, what is contentment, what is all things great and wonderful and peaceable, and contentment and love and joy and happiness. So I'm loving to see this. So it's not all bad, it's not all healing and doom and gloom. It literally is a process. It's not overnight, but we have good things happening with the sun card here. Let's get you some messages from your animal spirit team before we close this reading. Dolphin spirit number 20, this and that are true. Okay, so you are a loving being and you are on the right track. However, you still have some bad habits and you are dealing through trauma. Okay, this and that are true. Let's see. We have number 61 from the Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Okay, so give with gratitude and grace. And then lastly, we have number 57, Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Believe that you can get over these things and that you can grow and you will be okay. All right, my lovelies, that has been your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know where you're at, what's happening, and all will be well. Much love.